No, I don't take my rings off for no one. I use them to hurt the other person. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Scotty Karate video. Today we're going to be talking about jewelry in a fight. Is it something you should be taking off? All of them? Some of them? Well, let's talk about that. So some of you have probably done before, or seen before at least, when someone gets in a fight, the first thing they do is start taking off jewelry. Big watches, big looped earrings, giving them to their friends.
Okay. Hold my earrings, please.
Even down to maybe taking out their cell phone, handing it to their friends as well. But why? Why would someone do this? Well, reality is it's a lot safer for them. Even if they don't consciously know that it's safer for them, it is. And they do it instinctively, trying to prevent damage. Now that's good. But why? Which ones are bad? All of them? Well, here's a few that I go through and I would like to share with you. Probably need to be taken off. Or at least thought about. One of those is earrings. Ooh man, I am not a fan of earrings. So, what I mean by that, they're so dangerous. Now, let me paint you a picture. Let's say you have some gauged ears, right? You got those big earrings in, and someone goes to grab you, grab your head, or maybe they're just being that type of person, and they hook your earring, or your ear. Rip it. Ooh, man. The only way to fix that is with surgery. Okay, that is something major. Okay? All because someone went, eek. No thanks. I'm good. Next one's those big looped earrings. Same thing. Someone wants to grab them. But those are especially bad because even if they aren't trying to, they will. So if they're trying to, say, grab your hair, they're trying to grab your head, it's just going to get caught in there and they're going to pull. And if they're good quality earring, they're going to stay where they are and you might rip it out instead of just having it pop out. All that's bad news. Bad news. You definitely don't want that. So, something to think about there. If you have jewelry that you wear a lot, or say you go out, that you're in a potential spot to get attacked, say someone's trying to mug you, just get handsy, whatever, and the last thing you want to worry about is having your earrings ripped out, maybe in those situations you should think about wearing something different, something smaller. But even those, if you get, say, in a headlock or something, they get jammed against your head, not pretty either, because they'll cut into you. But that's a lot better than having them ripped out and having your earlobes ripped open. Next is going to be rings. So a lot of people like to wear big rings. You know, like I'll make the stereotype of the biker ring, you know, the big old like skulls and stuff on their hands. And a lot of people think those are like kind of like makeshift brass knuckles. Are they? They can be. But reality is if you hit someone with them, it might hurt them, but there's no support there. Kind of like a brass knuckle, you have it in a palm to help support it. There's no support there, so it's just going to go right into your hand and your fingers. It's going to hurt you too. So understand that. They're not the worst thing, but definitely, if you only have one, say turn around. Put the bulk on the inside, kind of like a makeshift fist pack. Tiny bit. Not dramatic, but it might at least help protect all that from going back into your hand and hurting your fingers and hurting you. Next one that's most common is going to be a watch. Now, watches I don't care about. If I'm wearing a watch and something happens, it is what it is. It's not going to really affect me. Never been in a fight in my entire life. I was like, oh, I could have almost won if I just hadn't have been wearing my watch. It's never happened. I've never seen anybody that's ever had that happen. But there are instances where it can be a problem or a distraction. So if you have, say, a very loose watch that hangs down, that might be getting away, that might be something to think about as well. Now, this is not, hey, you shouldn't wear jewelry. This is, hey, you probably need to think about the jewelry you wear. So if you want to wear, say, a nice watch that fits and a fairly low-profile ring, those probably aren't going to affect you at all if you get into a fight. Or if you want to wear, small studded earrings, or as opposed to the big loops, probably not going to affect you there either. But it's something to think about. Now, not trying to say don't wear them. I'm not hating on the big loops because I think they look good, but they worry me. That's my concern. So just think about it. And this is a problem I have with most people that train, is they don't think about other things. They might train 10 years and just be awesome. But then they go out on the street with, say, big looped earrings, and they get in a fight, and before they can even do anything, someone's grabbed that and ripped it. Even if they win the fight and they beat the other person to a pulp, now they have real scars they have to deal with for the rest of life. Because they didn't spend a few minutes thinking about what they were wearing and how that would affect them if they actually got in a physical altercation. It's something to think about. Now, you might decide, no, that's worth it to me. That's you. Then you've at least thought about it. It's your decision. And you might be hoping that you'll have the time to go, take my earrings, hand them off. But that isn't always the case. I just want to warn you now, if you don't know, a lot of fights, they aren't fair. They're not going to let you take off your earrings, your watch, give your cell phone away. They don't care. They're just going to attack. So just be aware. Make sure you have, put some thought into it. And as long as you're educated, you make a decision, power to you. Well, that's it. Just a short video. I wanted to go over that. Jewelry is a thing that we talk about a lot in the dojo. We don't allow it. And we don't allow it because it can hurt you. Not necessarily I'm worried about your necklace being broken. It's more of where you're going to be choked, cut, ripped. All these things happen when you wear jewelry. I don't want that for you in the dojo. But if I don't want that in the dojo, I certainly don't want it for you in a street fight where there's real stakes involved. Just something to think about. Think about it. Well, if you liked the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell in the corner so you know when my videos are posted each week. And as always, the more you train, easier the fight.